Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our Lammas celebration here on the Grove. I'm so happy to be back after several weeks away. I feel like I'm a little bit out of practice, so forgive me if I sound a little confused. Anyway, I'm really excited about celebrating with you today. I'm very, very grateful with this heat wave that summer is starting to come to an end. We are celebrating the first harvest. This is a wonderful time for us to consider the things that we have been working for or on ourselves over this last year. Well, this last season, I should say, is more fair to say. And this is a time when we can start to call upon the universe and call upon ourselves to bring and manifest that which we have been working on. It is the first of three harvest festivals. This is first harvest. Second harvest will be the autumn equinox. And of course, last but not least, will be Samhain, which ends up our wheel of the year. So, for today's ceremony, if you plan on participating, I hope you had an opportunity to read the event page. If not, I'll keep it simple. We are going to be casting circle. We'll be calling in the elements, the god and the goddess. We'll be doing some meditation work as well as some harvest spell work. So, for the spell, for those of you that are participating, as usual, what I would like to suggest is that you write it down on a very small slip of paper. I usually use a tiny little piece about yay big, write little letters. It's a little bit easier to burn, and you're going to want a candle. I'm just using a regular old tea light, which you can use anything. You can use a lighter if you don't have a tea light, but please make sure that you have a fire safe container to put it in. I'm using an old vintage ashtray that I still have. Excuse me. But anyway, so I'm so glad to have you all here. As I said earlier, let me skip over to the chat and see if there's anybody here we'd like to say hello. Um, Yes, as a matter of fact, hello, Mind Command Agni Flame. We are going to be doing a Q&A next week, so please save your questions. And by all means, please hang around, follow along for the ceremony. You may get an answer from the inside during the meditation. But yes, we will be doing Q&A next week. It's been a while since we've done it. And hello to Sandra over on YouTube. Thanks for being here. So happy to have you. Anyway, so without further ado, let us begin our, geez, I don't know how many years we've been doing this, so let's just say our annual Lammas Lugnasad Sabbat. Welcome. It is now high summer, and the union of sun and earth, of God and goddess, has produced the first harvest. Lammas is a celebration of this first grain harvest, a time for gathering in and giving thanks for abundance. At Lammas, the goddess is in her aspect as grain mother, harvest queen, earth mother, Ceres, and Demeter. Demeter, as corn mother, represents the ripe corn of this year's harvest, and her daughter, Kore Persephone, represents the grain, the seed which drops back deep into the dark earth, hidden throughout the winter, and reappears in the spring as new growth. So, at this time, if you would like to join me, let us do a small, simple grounding meditation, and we will create sacred space. If you'd like to close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your belly, and exhale through your mouth. Again, allowing our mind and our thoughts to relax, bringing us to this time and this place. Another deep breath in And exhale. Feel your feet firmly rooted on the ground. Bringing your attention to this moment and feeling your mind and body beginning to relax. Now we're going to create sacred space, maintaining this altered state of mind. What I'd like you to do is imagine this great big golden ball of light in your belly, about the size of a softball. And with every breath, the light gets brighter and brighter. And with every exhale, the ball of light begins to expand, growing, glowing brighter, expanding up to your neck, down to your knees, protruding in front of you and behind you. And with the next breath, it encompasses your entire body, expanding outward. And allowing this golden ball of light to expand out to the edges of the room you're in. As you breathe in this golden light and exhale the golden light, sensing the boundary between this world and the mundane, feeling safe, feeling protected, and most importantly, sensing the boundary above you, below you, before you, behind you, to the left and to the right. The circle is now cast. So mote it be. We're now going to call the elements. So what I'd like you to do, if you'd like to join me, is to focus your attention to the eastern quadrant of wherever you are. You're welcome to stand and face the east, or you can just focus your attention to the eastern direction. Old ones of east, ancient powers of air, we call to thee this Lammas day. Guard us well through this harvest feast, and turn away all those who dare disturb our sacred ritual of life. So mote it be. And now bringing our focus to the south. Guardians of the south, element of fire, we call to you and ask your presence this day as we remember who and what you are. We ask that you bring your strength, that we may feel the power of conviction. We ask that you bring your passion, that we may feel the fire that comes from within to draw upon these. In honor of the Lord and Lady and of ourselves and all who walk this path, let us never forget where we come from and whom we return. Blessed be. And now, bringing your attention to the west and the element of water. Guardians of the Western Gate, Spirit of the rivers and seas, hear our beckoning. Join us at this Lammas circle. Partake of our breath as we would partake of your love, and hold a circle against the world of the unenlightened. Blessed be. And lastly, bringing our attention to the north. O guardians of the north, gnomes of the earth, divine spirits of the planet, hear our call. Join the circle with your guiding presence. Ground our energies in the firm clay of your realm. We welcome your company at this Lammas circle. Blessed be. And now it is time for us to call upon the goddess. You are welcome to join me. If not, just sit there, relax, and feel her love and her energy. Almighty Mother of us all, bringer of fruitfulness, reaper of souls, be with us as we journey inward this night to that place of waiting, that place of sight. We are grateful to you for these first harvest fruits and the abundant harvest yet to come. Give us fruit and grain and flocks and herds to build us strong, to stand against the cold that numbs. O blessed Lady, now in your warrior garb with all of your strength and all of your love, descend among us, live within us, smile upon us now. You are the great mother, worshipped by all creation and existent prior to their consciousness. You are the primal female force, boundless and eternal. You are the blessed mother, the gracious lady of the harvest. You are clothed with the deep, cool wonder of the earth and the gold of the fields heavy with grain. By you the tides of the earth are ruled. All things come to fruition according to thy reason. You are refuge and healing. You are life-giving mother, wondrously fertile, and you send us blessings of limitless love. Blessed be. And now join me as we call upon the God. Mighty Lord of all seasons, turning now towards autumn's faint light, be with us as we journey inward this night to that place of waiting, that place of sight. We are grateful to you for these first harvest fruits and the abundant harvest yet to come. Give us fruit and grain, flocks and herds, to build the strong, to stand against the cold. Mighty God, honored sacrifice with all your strength and all your love, descend among us, live within us, smile upon us now. You are the harvest, offering up grain and fruits beneath the sickle of time, so that all may be nourished. For without planting, there can be no harvest. Without winter, no spring. We worship you as a thousand-named Son of creation, the spirit of the horned stag in the wild, the endless harvest. We see you in the yearly cycle of festivals of your birth, death, and rebirth, and know that such is the destiny of all creation. You are the spark of life, the radiant sun, the giver of peace and rest. Please send your rays of blessings to warm the hearts and strengthen the minds of all. Blessed be. The wheel of the year has turned once more, and the harvest will soon be upon us. We have food on our tables, the soil is fertile. Nature's bounty, the gift of the earth, gives us reasons to be thankful. Mother of the harvest, with your sickle and basket, bless us with abundance and plenty. So mote it be. It is now time for our meditation. If you would join me, getting into a comfortable position, I am going to play a little background meditation music and video for us as we do this. And let's see if I can make that bigger. No, that didn't do it. I'm so sorry, y'all. We're having technical difficulties today, so I'm going to turn that off. Let's get into a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, and feel your breath moving in and out of you as you relax. Feel the parts of your body that are touching the floor. Feel them blending together with the floor, softening the surface beneath you, noticing less and less. There is no end to you and where the floor begins as you breathe. And just breathe. And breathe. Feel yourself tight and full like a seed. and you are resting on the ground. Slowly slip into the warm, moist earth, covering yourself completely in the feeling of the soil. Slip a bit further down to where the earth becomes cooler and even more moist. And breathe. And breathe. You are becoming less tight now as the earth's moisture softens your seed shell. You sense an urge to unwind, releasing the tightness and allowing your potential to push forth. Feel your legs bend at the knees as your feet push further downward. Your feet grow and spread into the earth. Your arms unwind, and your fingers and head sprout through the earth's surface, pushing through. And take a breath and just breathe. Just breathe. Your arms are now reaching for the sky, flattening and widening to drink in all that is good, filling you with all you desire. Your potential expands, and as you grow, so grows your potential. As your feet pulse deeper into the earth, pulling the energy you need to fulfill your desire. Breathe in and out. Filled now and ready to burst, you gently lift yourself to your full height. Standing now, feet above the ground, arms raised above your head. Feel the energy of your full self moving around you. The energy begins to spiral, slowly at first at your feet, twisting as it rises, wrapping you, lifting your desire. It moves faster as it spirals up your body, circling your head, up your arms, gathering momentum to your hands. You feel your potential at its fullest, pulsing for release. Spread your fingertips wide and release your potential to the universe. Feel it rush from you, expanding and rippling away from you, becoming manifest in the material world. You feel empty and full at the same time. Your abstract desire is now a tangible part of you. And breathe. Just breathe. Gently lower your arms to your side. Feel the earth's surface hard beneath your feet. The edges of your physical self become more rigid. Your body's boundaries are returning as you breathe. Just breathe. You're becoming more and more aware of the sounds around you, the sense of the floor underneath you. And breathe, slowly opening your eyes and return to us, still feeling the height of the energy from this meditation. And now repeat after me. Say this aloud or very loudly in your mind. The power of the harvest is within me. As the seed falls to the earth and is reborn each year, I too grow as the seasons change. As the grain takes root in the fertile soil, I too will find my roots and develop. As the smallest seed blooms into a mighty stalk, I too will bloom where I've landed. As the wheat is harvested and saved for winter, I too will set aside that which I can use later. Blessed be. Very good. Welcome back. So, as I mentioned before, we are going to be doing our spell for the season. This is a time to call to you that which you have been working on. It could be a project, it could be some self growth work that you have been doing, some self evolution, spiritual work that you've been working on. And it's now time to claim it. It's now time to bring it to you, to own it, and to harvest all of the energy and the work you have put into this project, into yourself, into the world around you. And you are allowed to claim it. This is what we're here for today. So, what I'd like you to do is if you have not written down, if you'd like to write it down, I'm going to give you a moment, but take a little small piece of paper. When you write it down, say, I have, not I'm going to have. Don't say I will have or I wish I have. Say, I have. I have a new home. I have a new job. I have that which I've been working on. Fill in the blank. Uh, you have to claim it. It's important that we see it in the present moment. If you do not wish to write it down, oh, by the way, if you do wish to write it down, this would be the time to light your candle for our spell. If you are planning on burning it, please have a fire-safe container to burn your little piece of paper. So light your candle or keep a lighter nearby. If you are not writing it down, come up with a very short phrase in your mind that you can repeat and focus on. I will, not I will, I have, I've completed, I am, fill in the blank, fill in the blank, fill in the blank. Draw the harvest in of all the work you've been doing. And with that, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes with me. Holding on to that little piece of paper if you have it. If you need to peek at it, I need to because I forgot what I wrote. And begin to repeat that phrase in your mind. And as you repeat that phrase in your mind, I'd like you to visualize how it has come to you. What does that look like? Begin to allow a scene unfold in your mind where your harvest, that which you are harvesting, is now a part of your life. And what does that look like? What does that feel like? And again, repeating that phrase in your mind. I'd like you to feel the gratitude that you feel, the excitement, and the joy, the happiness, and mostly the gratitude that it is now a part of your life. I blank, blank, blank. And now holding on to that image, holding on to the emotion and the joy and that feeling of gratitude, I'd like you to repeat after me aloud or quietly or in your mind with your eyes closed, holding on to that image. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. And again, we'll do it all at once. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play through my hands. Let the way be open. Sing through my voice, play with my hands. Let the way be open. Sing with my voice, play with my hands. Let the way be open. Sing with my voice, play with my hands. Let the way be open. Sing with my voice, play with my hands. Let the way be open. And as we do, will it, so mote it be. Blessed be. Release it. Take your little paper, if you have it. Light it with your candle and place it in your little fireproof container. You can throw the ashes to the wind afterward. That is what I plan on doing. I hope you all did well. Let me say hello. I see a few more of you popped in. Linda, hello, my dear old friend. So good to see you here. So good to see you. And hello, Vivian, over on YouTube. How are you doing? Happy Lammas. Anyway, we are about to close our ceremony, but before we do, in honor to thank the goddess for this time, and honor to thank her to help us see what our potential is during the meditation, and to thank her for our spell and lending her energy, I'd like you to join me in a prayer, please. You're welcome to close your eyes and bow your head, or as I like to do, hold my chin up and raise my arms, which I can't do because I'm using them right now, so you can do it for me. Gracious Lady, Mother of all that lives, We call out to you to guide your children. Bless our eyes that we may see each other with love. Bless our ears that we may hear each other with understanding. Bless our mouths that we may speak to each other with compassion. Bless our hands that they may heal, not harm. Bless our feet that we may walk beside each other in friendship. Great Goddess, Mother of birth and death and rebirth, Goddess of the green earth that feeds us, of the creatures that roam upon it, and the tides that lapse its shores. Lady of the cauldron, let all your children drink of its wisdom, and know that all names of the divine are but one name, and all worship but a dance to the singular music of life. Blessed be. Thank you. So we thank you, great Lord, for joining us this day and lending your power and your strength. Let your wisdom walk with us. Thank you for joining us. Blessed be. And to the great Goddess, thank you so much for being a part of this rite, for joining us during this very special time as we align with the cycles of the universe and the cycles of the earth. Thank you for lending your power to our spell. Walk with us day to day, and may we always feel you within our hearts. Thank you, and blessed be. And to the powers of the north, you have given us your strength. Go if you must, stay if you will. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the west and the element of water. We thank you, great spirits of water and gatekeepers of the west. Thank you for joining us. Go if you must, stay if you will, and blessed be. And to the spirits of the south and the element of fire, we thank you for lending us your passion and power for this rite on this special night. Go if you must, stay if you will, and blessed be. And to the powers of the east and the element of air, we thank you for granting us a clear mind, clear thought, and focus. Stay if you must, go if you will. Blessed be. And now what I'd like you to do is recall that ball of golden light we have surrounded ourselves in. Recall the boundaries of the sacred space that we created around us, above us, and below us. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to see that golden light become brighter and brighter and brighter, almost to the point where it begins to blind you. But instead of that, it begins to dissolve, begins to clear and fade away, dropping the boundary, returning the space to the mundane. And as it goes, the circle is open but unbroken. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Thank you, everyone. That was great. That felt really, really, really good. I am so glad you were able to join me with this. Um, like I said, next week we will be doing a Q&A. It's been so long. I believe it's time. Let's just have an interactive conversation. If you want to ask me questions about anything, that's fine. I would prefer questions on magic and witchcraft, but I am an open book, as most of you know. So you get to interview me next week. Feel free to ask questions that will help you with your meditation practice, with your spell work. And if I don't know the answer, I'll let you know I don't know the answer. But let's have a conversation. It's time. So I will join you for our conversation next week at our regular time. I'm lucky enough that this week I will be celebrating Lammas again tomorrow with the Star Mountain Grove, the coven that I am the high priest of. I'm very proud. We have 3 acolytes who have chosen to dedicate themselves to the coven. So we'll be doing a hybrid Sabbat and dedication ceremony. My favorite, the ones that last an hour and a half. I'm joking. It probably will last an hour and a half. But we get to celebrate and feast afterwards, so it will be great. And I'm always, always honored to bless people who have chosen the path of the wise. And I'm very proud of them for making this decision. I know it's always hard when we take on a new path that people might find a little strange. Some of us do have to keep it quiet from our friends and family. I know that's the case for one of these people. So I honor those for their courage and their bravery who have chosen to put their foot on the path of the wise. And I'm very excited to be a part of that tomorrow evening. So send your love and energy. With that being said, please, by all means, if you are not a paid subscriber, here's my commercial. Please feel free to become a paid subscriber on Facebook or on YouTube. Facebook is beating YouTube. So YouTube, you need to catch up. Go to my page, click on the subscribe button. We are going to be changing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be talking about it next week. I will fill you in on the details. We're going to be seeing a lot more stuff going to a lot more premium content going over to subscribers, and a lot more smaller, shorter videos going to the regular video thing. All my videos are so long, I decided I'm going to make them a little shorter. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I will talk to you then. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Lammas, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. And blessed be. I love you. Take care.